Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Code with Maddie. In this video, we are going to deep dive into one of the hot topic, HTTP Client API, which was introduced in Java 11. HTTP Client API is a highly anticipated feature in Java 11. Before Java 11, the standard Java libraries did not provide built-in support for making asynchronous HTTP calls. Developers typically relied on third-party libraries like Apache HTTP Client and OKHTTP to achieve asynchronous HTTP communication. With HTTP Client API, developers can make HTTP requests asynchronously. In this video, we are going to see how to get and post requests and handle response using HTTP Client API. Before proceeding further, I have basic setup for GET request, which is HTTP client to send async data and HTTP request builder for get data. I have used JSON placeholder, which has fake API data which can be used for testing. Well, if you're someone who like to play around JSON, you can definitely use this URL, which I have attached in the description. Now that we have the basic setup, let's dive in further. By using the HTTP client, we can send asynchronous request by using the method sendAsync, which takes two parameters. One is HTTP request, which has the actual URL for get resource, and the second is HTTP response builder. The HTTP response contains the response status, header, and the body. The return type of sendAsync method is a completable feature. The completable feature is a class which represents the feature result of an asynchronous computation. These objects are cacheable, and it also uses fork join pool to implement parallelism. And from the response, we are trying to print the status code and response body of the result. The join method in completable feature is used to retrieve the result of completable feature by blocking the calling thread until the feature is completed. Now that we have completed the coding part, let's run the code to check the result. In the result, we can see we have fetched the post data in an asynchronous way by using HTTP Client API. In the similar way, I have used HTTP Client API for post request. Just like Get API, I have used HTTP Client and HTTP Request Builder for the post request by providing user ID as an input, and I have printed the response body here. Let's run the code to check the result. In this result, we can see we have fetched the post data for the corresponding user ID. In this example, we have used HTTP Client API for the post request. Hope you like the content. Let's meet in another learning video.